Welcome back. Susan Hobbs here, brought to you by Pet Pals TV. Teresa Brandon with the Central Indiana Canine Association joins us, and Lillian Hardy from the Indiana Homeland Security Search and Rescue Division with her canine. That's Misty right there.
That is Misty, yes.
Right.
Misty is an accelerant detection dog, yes. And
What does that mean?
That means she finds ignitable liquids after a fire to help the arson investigators decide if it was an arson or not, or
Okay.
just collect the samples.
Really?
And they kind of make that determination depending on other, things going on with the whole case.
Interesting. And how old?
She is 3 years old.
3 years old. Okay.
And she is a prime example of a working dog that this lovely lady here is working hard to raise money for a training center.
Yes.
And to also acknowledge these guys on Canine Veterans Day, March 14th. So what can you tell us about Canine Veterans Day and what you've got planned?
Well, thank you very much, Susan, for having us here
Sure.
today. Canine Veterans Day actually is a national holiday to celebrate and honor our working dogs, mostly canines. And it officially starts on Friday, March 13th.
Okay.
But we are holding two different events. One is on Friday, March 13th. We are holding a fundraising breakfast. It's going to be at the JVT Center, and you can always check us out on our website to find the particulars for that. But on March 14th, which is a Saturday, we're holding a public ceremony where we're going to have other canines there who will be there to be represented. We will be honoring those that have lost their lives in the service of our citizens in this great state.
Okay. And this includes police canines, military dogs, again, arson dogs like this, just any kind of working canine. Not service dogs, but working dogs.
That is correct. The primary difference with the working dogs is they primarily work with law enforcement agencies, police, some with the state, like Lillian here works with the Indiana Homeland Security. They also work with federal agencies such as TSA. In fact, we'll have a couple of TSA canines at the breakfast
Cool.
to demonstrate, as well as Department of Defense and the military, as you said.
What is the Shadow Fund? I'm just curious about that. Is that what this is?
Well, the Shadow Fund is one of our three goals. The Shadow Fund is very important because it actually references how the dog shadows its handler. Okay. The Shadow Fund is a medical grant program that we designed and have money in that account to help. When these dogs retire, they usually go home with their handler.
Okay.
Now, because they haven't been just sitting around on their couches,
Right.
they've been very, very active, and so their injuries and illnesses after they retire tend to be much greater. So those costs tend to be extremely high. We never want to see a police officer with a retired canine to have any kind of a financial hardship. We certainly don't want them to have to choose euthanasia too soon. That's not a fine how-do-you-do.
Exactly.
But it's our way of giving back what these wonderful dogs have done for us.
Yeah, and the goal here is, like, for right now, they go out and train out of state. Is that right?
Not always.
Oh, not
We
always.
did pick her up from out of state
Okay.
because she's actually with State Farm Insurance, their program for accelerant dogs.
Okay.
But we don't have a state facility here that basically trains these guys. And
Not
that's-
for the police dogs.
Right.
What you want to do. I think we've got a demonstration on actually how the dogs do this, right?
No, we
don't?
We have an accelerant
Okay.
in the green room, but I promised them I wouldn't set the couch on fire, so
Thank you.
unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that. But we're going to
Okay.
have these guys back and actually show how they do that.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, that's a good idea. It sounds like an episode from The Office right there.
It does,
Setting
doesn't
on
it?
fire. Don't forget, you can watch Pet Pals. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in. On Saturday at 10:30 a.m. right here on Wish TV. You can also go to get more information at petpalstv.com.
And go to the breakfast on the 13th.
Okay.
And attend the memorial on the 14th, and that information was on screen a minute ago.
We'll have all that
So,
information for
exactly.
you right there. All right, thank you so much for coming in, Misty. Very calm.
She's
Likes to
a
lick.
good girl.
Pretty laid back.
Likes to lick. All right, Randy.
All right, appreciate that, everybody. Weather-wise here again.